How we doing, guys? Pronago here, bringing you another MapCraft 2017 showcase, and now I am almost completely over my sickness, so we've done the full gamut. I was like halfway over in my morning upload, I was still really into the weather in my 3 o'clock upload, but today, now at the 6 o'clock upload, we're good. We're ready to take the fight to whatever evils iquare has in store for us today. So this is the Great Stewardship, created by iquare. That should be a familiar name to you if you followed the Brood War custom campaign scene. The iquare has produced 3 campaigns in the past year, I believe, which is a pretty staggering number of campaigns to produce in that short period of time. And it's certainly impressive to see the sheer amount of work that Icor's been able to do in Brood War across those 3 campaigns. So now we're going to be able to see what he can do in StarCraft 2. This is the first map he's produced in StarCraft 2, I believe. And I have already played part of this map through, but I ran into some issue when trying to load an earlier save, presumably because of patch 4.0, which just shipped a day or two ago. So I'm going to rerun it now since my first run was riddled with mistakes anyways. And I think that's really all we need to worry about here as for disclaimers go. So let's go. Together we will shape our destiny amongst the stars. Hierarch Artanis 2508. First years were hard for the Protoss. The once great Protoss civilization became one step further to regaining itself. I think that must mean they they worked towards the goal of regaining themselves and or restoring their former glory. Unfortunately, the hierarch's dream of building a new Protoss society lasted little longer than their unity. Scars of the Kala's loss were great, and the new administrative system created by Artanis had its flaws. Eventually, a great disruption erupted inside the Protoss society. Now it is the year 2558, and the Protoss civilization is split into several factions. There are no open conflicts amongst them, and Artanis tries his best to restore the Daylon. Most of the Protoss see it as another trial their race has to face, but some see it as the beginning of a new eon of strife. So it's 50 years after the Nova Covert Ops, I think, or at least 50 years after the Into the Void epilogue, because I think that was 4 years after. I think that took place in 2508. So either way, we're a decent chunk of time into the future from where we left off, and we'll have to see what happens. Make sure to use the skirmishers for defense against the air attacks. Okay. Now, this isn't. You read all that stuff about Protoss. Just keep in mind, the Protoss do eventually show up here. Planet Cran 4, outer limits of the Caprulu sector. I was taken aback quite a bit when I saw what was happening here. So we got a planet that's far away from the mainland or whatever of the Caprulu sector. Settlement of the Cranian natives. My liege, your land is in trouble. Tell me, warrior, what has happened? Raiders have returned? Yes, the fishing villages alongside the coast have been attacked by the sea raiders. Our settlements in the jungles have been attacked by the beasts. I don't like such news. I will send a messenger to the Kra city for reinforcements. Until then, unfortunately, we have to hold these attacks with our own forces. Alright, so let's take a second here, because I was trying to set my output device to my headphones here. That should fix that? Yes. Okay, let's read the tips, because we're going to need some info dump here. Okay. Zarek Kamal is the leader of a small town in the northern continent of, I assume, I don't think the continent's named town. I think that's just a typo. And it belongs to the Kra Empire. He has the passive ability Field Commander, which increases armor and attack speed of nearby troops. So one thing that is sort of a trend here is that the AoE effects or of an aura or any status effects that is in an area of effect around a certain unit or hero is probably, in my opinion, a little smaller than it should be. Zarek's aura is no exception. I feel like it's really, really small. You have to have units hugging him a lot. So that's something that we're going to have to keep an eye out for. Pack horses, lumber mill, farm, and fishing village are your sources of income. You have to ensure the safety of pack horse caravans to provide necessary income. Note that buildings can't be repaired. And you can bring units to the healer's lodge to heal them. They don't have passive healing, health regeneration. You can hire new units in the garrison. The gold is required for training new units. Pretty standard. And then Cranfor is a planet on the far end of the Caprila sector. Most of the planet is covered by the lush jungles. It is inhabited by a sapient humanoid race known as Cranians. Terrans never ventured that far and never charted that sector, but the Protoss were aware of Cran's existence many centuries before. Cranfor is extremely rich in solarite and other resources, but the Protoss never touched the riches of Cran, bound by the law of Deul, the Great Stewardship. In 2217, an expeditionary force of the Tagal Syndicate tried to claim the planet, but the Protoss repelled this attack with ease. The Protoss are still watching over Cranfor to this day, protecting it and its inhabitants from any possible interference. So if you're not familiar with the Deul or the Great Stewardship, it was basically the idea that the Protoss don't want to interfere with the lesser, younger races that have still yet to industrialize or anything like that and make it to the space age. They don't want to interfere with anything like that, but they do want to observe. Okay, so let's send our forces out here. We have to try our best to defend these areas. And where's Zarek at? Here we go. We're going to send you down here alongside these units. Let's go ahead and hockey Zarek, hockey the Cranian garrison, and we'll put some units over there. Unfortunately, I think my units were not A-moving, so they all got destroyed immediately. Let's just send this warrior back. As you can see, our units have very low health values. It's pretty crazy low, actually. Like, our skirmishers have 5 health. Warriors have even, you know, a rather low amount of health as well. Let's get you guys over here. And let's just be building a lot of skirmishers. That's what I'm going to be doing mostly. You can lose your stuff very easily if you're not careful. Knights they only have 3 more health than some of the other, like, the other units. Let's go ahead and, well, we'll wait until we have enough for another warrior, I suppose. I think I'm actually going to wait mostly until I can build a lot of skirmishers. I want a lot of these units. They are really good at just picking off enemy targets. They deal 2 damage, but something about maybe the balance of it is, I don't know, they work out really, really well in my experience. Send this knight back over here. We're going to go ahead and quick save. And let's move these guys back. It's a lot of moving these units back and forth between the healing totem. If you want to be successful here, you have to do that. They don't attack from the bottom right flank until very later on in the game, I don't think. So we don't really have to worry about that. Let's just keep the stream of units in. We can sort of micro these guys here, since our footmen were down here healing. And that's the other thing, you have to sort of watch the mini-map. The pack horses don't give you vision, and they have a similar team color to the enemies, so it's hard to sort of to figure out. I would have preferred if, like, the team color of the hostile creatures was something closer to, like, I don't know, like a red or some other fluorescent color. Oh, we gotta kill this brute. Okay, we can just lead him back to these turrets and heal. And I guess I'll take this knight with me up here. I'll appropriate him from the other area. Another skirmisher. We're okay over here. Zarek is only 1 HP. He has a hero armor, which makes him take reduced damage, as you can see. If we had full vision of the town, we would probably be a little bit less confused. But it's still, like I said, I think the player color of the... I think in general the player color of the... Like the minimap color of the enemy units is pretty hard to read. I'm gonna just do this again. If it would have been nice to save that other skirmisher. I should have like only moved one of them or something, moved the rest of them back. So now we need a lot more units over here. I still think we'll be able to survive. Oh, let's back these units up. The flying crabs of death. Okay, excellent. We've managed to stay alive. I think we're okay down here as well. Let's move these units over here. Yeah, they heal pretty fast too, so we don't really have to worry about it too much. I guess I'll also grab another warrior pretty soon for the top area. Honestly, I could probably queue them up if I was smart enough. I could, like, right-click them here, here, and then back here or something. To shift-click them, I mean. It might work out. This might be something I consider doing. So these warriors are mostly just meat shields for our... skirmishers to, you know, they soak up damage for our skirmishers, and that's all that they really need to do. We can get another one, and then we'll be pretty well set up here. I'll feel secure enough. Okay, let's fight back the beasts. As you can see, iquare has made use of a lot of these units. Unfortunately, it looks like we lost all of our units in the top, so let's go ahead and build another set of units. Time to test out my theory there. Please don't lose the lumber mill to one unit. Oh no. This is a pretty big disaster, as you can imagine. Okay, well, more skirmishers for that area are going to be necessary. We're going to need an awful lot of them. Once these forward areas die, and they will die. I was trying to shift click that guy to get him off the... Basically, once they die, you still have to deal with them. The pack horses just sitting there doing nothing. They don't, like... It's not like these pack horses would go, oh, I've, oh shit. I'm choking, guys. I'm misclicking everywhere. Oh, fuck. We lost all of our skirmishers over here. Yeah, these units are just bullshit, in my opinion. They do, like, really, really good damage against skirmishers. And they do really, really good damage against guard towers, so there's literally nothing you can do. I think we might be able to save them. Yeah. There's, like, again, you could see how quickly they picked off my units there. And look how much damage they do here. Pretty ridiculous, at least in my opinion. Well, we'll try and hold on to these areas, but as you can see, we're hemorrhaging units left and right. We don't really have... we don't really have what it takes, I don't think. We don't have the guts. Okay, cool. We managed to do that without any real losses, which is nice. I think we should probably try and reinforce this position at some point, but we just don't have any gold. Oh, and for some reason they prioritized my thing there. Okay, let's pull back. And of course we lost everything in there as well. So now we're down to just our measly farm in the top. Let's heal our units. Sort of minor annoyance is that the guard towers are selected by when you're like just drawing boxes. It doesn't do anything, but it is sort of obnoxious to, you know, see all the time when you're selecting stuff. Okay, I guess since we have the benefit of these towers, we should probably just try and reinforce and hold on to this position. I am going to go ahead and quick save. This is about when... I remember when these units came by, these Amazon Centaurs. I had already lost basically everything at that point. Like, I think I had... and this is the run that I had won in, too, so... I'm fairly confident that, based on the prior knowledge of my... You know, of playing this map before... even on the brutal difficulty, I should be able to make it through here without having to restart or anything crazy like that. Come on, hit them. Gotta stop them from doing damage to our turrets here. Oh, no. What a disaster. Hey, get away from them. Ugh. Losing your turrets there is even worse, I think, than losing your fucking resource gathering structures. I would have rather lost the stockpile in the top than the fucking turrets here. My lord, our scouts noticed a large number of beasts advancing on us. I suggest retreating to town and making our stand there. Oh yeah. Well, we're mostly already done with that. Yeah, when that dialogue event happened, I had definitely lost this stockpile. Okay. Cool. We might consider just leaving this stuff there, but I don't know. We'll see. We have been able to reinforce this position a little bit. Holy units. Let's pull back over here. As you can see, a lot of these units can outrun Zarek. Oh no, we might lose Zarek here. Yeah, it looks like we will. Oh, fuck. Well, I guess I'm loading my quick save. That's just really unfortunate. That attack fucks me every single time. That fucked me before when I at the end, because all of those units will outrun Zarek. He can't. He's too fucking slow. He can't move. You gotta take some of that armor off, buddy. We're all the way back here, unfortunately. So let's take these units. At least we have these turrets still. Try and kill them. And then you're gonna protect our fucking pack horses here. Okay. So we got these units. Let's get another skirmisher. Maybe we should... I don't know. Maybe we should invest in some other units. It doesn't seem super worthwhile to do. Oh no. Now we're gonna lose everything. We're gonna lose more turrets than we lost before! No, maybe not. Okay. We only lost 2 again. But at least we have 1 in each area? I don't know. There's not really a silver lining. That's pretty shitty either way, I think. Yeah. Large number of beasts advancing on us. So let's take care of this, because there's an attack wave that comes to here, and then we know that we get attacked from the bottom and the top at the same time. So clearing these units would probably be those lower units first would probably be good. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think they're all just bad news, regardless. But we should be able to quick save here. Let's just seed that position. Oh, especially these fucking air units need to go. Okay. Once again, I think we fucked up royally. Why are they making a beeline for Zarek? Can he escape into the forest or something? Uh-oh. Zarek, no. Make your last stand, Zarek! Fuck! What a disaster this is, you know? Ugh. Okay. Alright. Let's fucking do this for real. For real this time. Once more, with feeling. Why is my game not immediately loading? Where? Okay. Maybe we should try and get rid of these guys as soon as possible. This is a fucking enormous attack wave. Definitely needs to be toned down. I think there's no question. Okay, let's pull them back down here. It looks like we've successfully lost some of them, which is good. Oh no, leave me alone. No! What the fuck, Zarek? You're supposed to attack first. God damn it, didn't you watch Star Wars? This is actually really not fun. I'll tell you that much. Like, I know I'm supposed to avoid Zarek dying, but realistically speaking, I guess what I have to do is move Zarek down here to this area and then run him around, run these units around. Hey, asshole, stop getting stuck. That happened earlier too, in one of the other runs that I did. Oh, my fucking hotkey. Okay, yeah, massacre the townspeople, that sounds right. Okay, we should be able to pick these idiots off. We lost our healing totem. Okay. I have no idea if we're going to be able to hold out here, but it seems like maybe we can. I have a dream. Holy... Okay, yeah, we did. Holy moly. Probably could have killed those units, too. Run! There are too many of them! I don't know in what world do I have multiple sets of towers, but... Oh, I guess I had two. Still. Hold your ground. Knights are coming to us. Well, those aren't very useful. Smash vile monsters for the king! Smash. That's definitely my kind of thing, man. Six hours later. We cleared all the beasts, sir. Still, there are some creatures roaming the countryside, but our warriors will find them quickly. There is something that requires your immediate attention, sir. What has happened? Repeat what you told us. Today, when the village was under attack, I went to the mountains to pick some herbs. I harvested some herbs and wanted to return, but suddenly I noticed something infernal. Infernal? Yes, I saw them. Two of them. The spawn of hell in armor of pure gold, with blades of pure light growing from their arms. Also, I've noticed many worms big as a cow crawling into the caves. I was so scared, so I ran from there immediately. You speak the words of madness, but for some reason, I believe you. I will send scouts to the mountains to check your words. My lord, villagers are just dropping dead. What? Spawn of hell in armor of pure gold. No, Zarek, you're supposed to live. StarCraft 2 Adjudication. Presented by iquare. Cassar de Templari. It's Kisrath. He's back from retribution. From order comes justice. Those words were spoken by the great Kaz millennia ago, and to this day Templar recite those words as their vow of honor. It is hard to believe what we discovered today. They slaughtered those natives just to get more resources. Escapists abandoned their brethren on Ire, but I never thought they would abandon the Deul. And 1 century ago, no one thought about reuniting with the Dark Templar. I have to contact Artanis and the other factions to report what happened, but now we have a matter to attend. Those traitors must be dealt with. But Praetor, they are still our Protoss brethren. Engaging them in a battle could start a spark, which could lead to a great conflagration. By betraying the Daewul, they prove that they are not our brethren. Elondor, prepare the warp prism. I will deal with these traitors personally. And tell Rakash to prepare the ship's weapons. We may need them very soon. Planet Cran 4. Landing zone. So now we get to play as the Protoss. Okay.
I am on.
Alright, so let's read the tips again. Kisrath, the current commander of a small Protoss faction known as the Keepers, was Adjudicator in the past. He joined an Adjudicator assembly in 2350. Despite being Adjudicator, Kisrath spent more time on the field of battle than in the judicial halls of Korshakal. He supervised Templar commanders under orders of the Conclave and ensured the execution of the Kala's law. In the year 2500, the Conclave sent Kisrath to planet Eridas in order to recover an Argus stone, an ancient artifact of Xel'Naga origin. Despite initial success, the Protoss host was overwhelmed by forces of the Dominion, and the stone was lost. Next years were unremarkable for Kisrath. After Hierarch Artanis' reform, he became the Templar, sort of joined the Templar caste, I guess, and even became a praetor for his victories following the reclamation of Ire. Kisrath is an accomplished tactician, but weak at psionic skills. With the help of the Psi Condenser, he can use various abilities. I don't know if iquare wants to shed some light on how he became part of the Templar caste, when I'm pretty sure one of the main plot points of Legacy of the Void was Artanis just abolishing the caste system entirely, in a really cringy speech that lasted about 5 minutes. Kisrath never had time to develop his psionic skills. He uses the Psi Condenser, a special device designed to collect residual psi energy left from other Protoss in close vicinity and then control it. Zealots, Dragoons, and Dark Templar and their varieties will increase energy regeneration rate by 0.4. High Templar and Archons will increase energy regeneration rate by 0.6. Psi Condenser will collect energy from both enemies and allies. Kisrath can't regenerate energy without a Psi Condenser. Each normal attack costs 1 energy. So Kisrath's normal attack costs 1 energy. This doesn't happen for me. Maybe this is an issue that was fixed in one of the updates or something, because iquare did send me a version of his map that was compatible with 4.0. So I don't know if this will be fixed now, but when I was playing earlier, his energy never went down due to some attacks. Like, he wasn't, his energy didn't go down as a result of him attacking. Which I don't know if that's what this is supposed to say. I think it is. But I don't know. And then we've got a new passive for our Zealots. Battle efficiency of Zealots relies on the number of other friendly Zealots nearby. Shield armor is increased by 0.1, attack speed is increased by 3%, and the damage is increased by 0.1 per each Zealot in close vicinity. So, remember when I said that the AoE should be wider for things like in this game? I didn't really show Zarek's armor aura, but it was pretty small. And then, look how close I have to be to these Zealots in order to get an energy regeneration benefit. I mean, that's still, well, I guess that's somewhat reasonable, but he does have to be right up in there if he wants to have bonus energy regeneration, and he doesn't have any base energy regen. So he needs these guys. He does have a host of abilities, though. He has Power Overwhelming to make, for 10 seconds, allied units deal double damage. It does affect himself as well. Confusion for enemy units to target each other. This is a really, really powerful ability. There's the Psi Condenser. Crushing Grip is the same as when it was done when it was an ability owned by Kerrigan. Plasma Surge for 75 bonus shields, which is more than the Zealots have at all. So it'll cap them out completely. And then Psi Storm, up to 80 damage, and it doesn't damage friendly units. So that's good. So let's go ahead and use our Confuse ability. And since our units are... Oh, wait, no, those weren't our units. Okay. Praetor, systems and weapons operational. We can use the powers of adjudication and the other ships to help you in your task. Unfortunately, we have to fight the enemy frigate, so we will not be able to allocate all power. Well then, we will use what we have. From now, you can use the powers of adjudication, Kisrath's command ship, and powers of other ships in your fleet. Over time in the campaign, you can get access to more powerful abilities. Antimatter Blast will hit the selected area with Orbital Strike. Cloaking Field will engulf friendly units in selected area with Cloaking Field, which lasts for 15 seconds. And in this micro mission, your ship's support capabilities will be limited. So we have a charge system here, where we only have 10 shots of Antimatter Blast and only 5 Cloaking Fields, basically. So, let's see. What else do we want here? Just trying to keep enough mana, enough energy for confusion is really the main name of the game here. Let's go ahead and quick save. It would also be great to have 150 energy for each encounter, so I can use Crushing Grip if necessary. See, the problem here is that as soon as we attack, we're probably going to get hit by, like, this Zealot. It's not going to be close enough to his friends there. I guess we can still do it and then just confuse these guys and make them attack us. Attack each other. Okay. Oh, and he picked up the data core for us. A data core. Interesting. I don't know why they are storing these here, but we have to find and remove all Protoss technology we find on this planet for the sake of the Deul. Data cores can provide you with information about the world. Collecting all cores will grant you additional ship upgrade points in next missions. So obviously we want to pick up as many of these as possible, even though, well, if this were a completed campaign, then we would definitely do that. We might still look around for them anyways for the sake of completion, or the sake of being a completionist. Data core number 1, the Sundering. With the dismantling of the old caste system, Artanis acknowledged a new ruling system where Templar warriors, known as the Adepts, were administrative leaders of the Daylon. So this might be related to why Kisrath is considered a part of the Templar. So maybe iquare doesn't need to explain it, since it's part of this fucking tip here. After Artanis' reform, however, things only became worse. 20 years after the reclamation of Ire, a small unrest took place in the Protoss homeworld. Artanis brought them to reason, and the unrest ended rather quickly and peacefully. Unfortunately, this unrest was the first link in the chain of events later known as the Sundering. Okay. So do we have enough for confusion yet? We just got enough, so let's go ahead and use it. This could be pretty bad for... Oh, no. Oh, my favorite. Well, we have definitely fucked up. We should have killed at least that second one. I didn't know how long it lasted. It only lasts 8 seconds, so... It's obviously pretty shitty that we now have basically nothing. We can use Kisrath. Or we can use, like... The thing is, I want him to have as much mana regeneration as possible here. Those creatures are no match for our blades. Look for our true enemy. Slaughter of defenseless animals lies not on the road to valor. Okay, data core number 2. The loss of the Kala was an unimaginable blow to the Protoss society, though Artanis and the other Protoss leaders depicted the Kala as a lie and a remnant of the past days. For most Templar, the loss of the Kala was nothing but a searing pain hounding their minds for years. Most of the Protoss defiantly lived with their pain and acknowledged their new future, but not everyone. 2 decades after the reclamation, a small sect of the Protoss known as the Kalates emerged on Ire. The group of Protoss, led by the former adjudicator Talgrin, restored their nerve cords and brought themselves to their communal psionic link. Though the wisdom and experience of the past was lost forever the day the Kala ceased to exist, the sense of unity is more than enough for these Protoss. The very existence of the Kalates became a very delicate topic, but the Sundering began and Artanis had other matters to attend to. You don't say.
It is imperative that we seize this
well, again... Oh, here we go. We got a gate. They have blocked the passage with a gate. Rakash, target the location on my mark and commence the orbital strike. By your will. Okay. Thanks, Rakash. Another Protoss building. This has gone too far. Deul demands the removal of every trace of our technology from this world. I only hope there are only a few of them. What are we going to do about this stuff, though? Or, you know, this. We'll just bomb it from orbit. Alright, well this will give us some time to regenerate our energy from with Kisrath. And I think pretty soon we can get access to some reinforcements. I didn't get much further than this area. I think I got to one other set of buildings and then I encountered the issue with trying to load. So now we are just making our way through the area. Oh, there's another group of enemy units. Let's confuse them. They only last 8 seconds. Kill them soon. And they, of course, have an upgrade advantage over us due to the fact that they are... Praetor, if you can transfer resources mined by the traders, I can spare you more. I could spare for you more reinforcements. Okay. You can use found resources to bring more reinforcements. Reinforcements will come inside the warp prism, so its capacity is limited. Yeah, this looks like... This is exactly what it looks like. A single zealot is 300 minerals. It's actually pretty retarded, in my opinion. I don't know why one zealot is worth that much here, and presumably it'll be 100 minerals when we get to a macro section, but who knows. Data core number 3, Return of the Iron Fist. 8 years following the defeat of Amon, a second expeditional fleet of the United Earth Directorate came to the Caprilu sector. It was considerably larger and considerably more prepared. It quickly overwhelmed Dominion defenses and laid siege on Korhal. After the days of hard struggle, Dominion succumbed to the Iron Fist of the Directorate. After setting the planetary garrisons on former Dominion worlds and putting the colonial governor in charge of the Terran worlds, the UAD moved to the planet Char. The Zerg fought fiercely, but Char was lost, and the Queen Zagara herself fell to the Directorate. Without their queen, the swarm submerged into chaos. Blinded by his decisive victories, the Admiral engaged the Protoss, but the Directorate underestimated the power and determination of the Firstborn. After years of fruitless engagements with the Daylum, the UED was forced to retreat to their part of the Caprilu sector. That's still pretty fucking good for a squad that comes in here and just says, we're gonna fuck shit up. And then they destroy the Dominion, and they destroy the swarm. I mean, props to them. Deactivate the bridge. Why? You guys are assholes. Oh no. Confuse them. Make them attack their own. Kill them sooner rather than later, maybe. Oh no. Oh no! It's a disaster! No! We're losing everybody! Okay, let's definitely reload. This is the problem with making your hero reliant on other units. By himself, he is absolutely fucking worthless and he can do nothing, so... We might want to use our orbital strike there on the sentries. For whatever reason, even though they were confused units, the sentries were not responding by attacking. They were actually healing the shields of those zealots. I'm pretty sure at least one of them was getting his shields healed. So that's why we just had an absolute disaster of an existence there. Okay, let's come here and grab our stuff again. Fuck them up. Okay, excellent. Okay. Now, we need another confuse available to us, so we're going to wait a second. We can make them take away the bridge, I guess. And there's 8 data cores, so there's a lot of lore. One thing that would be nice is maybe if they were more sparse, what they could do is also give us like 50 energy or something. It would prevent us from having to sit here and wait all the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and use... Oh, he's running away from us. Okay. Alright. Again, we sort of have to move as a unit here if we want Kisrath to regenerate his energy as much as possible. Oh. Kill him? Oh, never mind. Run away. Well, it's a good thing I just quick save, so when this inevitably goes horribly wrong... Oh, I guess not. That's something where I guess if you're quick enough, you could probably kill the pylon. But the shield battery there probably just make it a miserable thing.
doom be with you, Executor.
Can we try and lure only one of them?
Would be ours. I am honored.
Yeah, it looks like we can. If we could just pull them back like one at a time, it's probably fine.
It is imperative that we
Though as you can see, we have no, like, they don't prioritize Kisrath, they prioritize our zealots, which makes it really, really hard to...
doom be with you, Executor. It is imperative.
Yeah, like, why? Why do they prioritize our zealots? Just use you have to use Crushing Grip on just one unit, and you'll still almost lose 2 fucking zealots. It's... just that's something that I don't agree with at all. I don't know why Kisrath isn't prioritized over other units by zealots in this instance. It at least doesn't make any sense to me. Amazing. Incredible. Well, I guess we're reloading our quick save. See, the thing is, the big problem, again, with making your hero dependent on other units is that if I lose my zealots, I may as well just give up. At least that's how I feel. I don't think I have access. I think maybe I can get another zealot in. If I can do that, yeah, I can. So let's go ahead and request the reinforcements here. Looks like the War Prism takes some time to travel, so we'll have enough time to get another Confuse available to us. Oh. Oh, man. It's flu season. Okay. Here's the Zealot. The fresh health, full shield, full health Zealot. Oh, yeah, they haven't come out yet. Let's try and kill him. Or not, I guess. Well, we still lost everything. I would actually... I think it's probably something... We'll see. We can get reinforcements right after this, but... that felt pretty shitty to lose 2 zealots. Including my full health one. XD. 300 minerals. Totally worth it. So yeah, that's something that I would do, at least personally, is figure out a way to make Kisrath still usable. They're fighting! Adun Toridos Kisrath. Dark Templars stay with their true allies till the end. Signifier Zalar. I never thought you sided with these escapists. Some of our brethren were foolish enough to join their ranks. We rebelled when we saw what they are going to do. Some of us fell, some still fighting. It is good to see you again, Signifier. We will do our best to eradicate this heresy. Signifiers are psionic power users amongst the Nerzim. They can use Revelation, Maelstrom, and Darkstorm abilities. They can merge into to become Dark Archons. Okay, Escapist is a common name of a known Protoss faction led by former Admiral Urun. Claiming that the Sundering will lead to a new eon of strife and the doom of their race, they left Ire and found their new homeworld on the planet Daneth 6. In the past, this planet was a place of fierce battles between the Protoss and the Tagal, but it was abandoned years ago. The Protoss faction primarily consists of the Auriga tribe Protoss. Alright, well, we got some more energy regeneration for Kisrath, basically. And this Signifier can use Dark Storm, which is like this controllable psionic storm that lasts for 20 seconds. And also can get Maelstrom and Revolution. So Revolution will be good for cloaked units if we need them. So why don't we... let's pull some units up. Okay. And just confuse. Okay, do we need to confuse again?
It is imperative that we seize this opportunity.
Okay, cool. Confuse them, kill them. Okay, we did it. Good job, me. As far as Revelation is concerned, I mean, I'd rather just use Darkstorm here.
This will be your fiercest battle yet.
Okay, let's use Kisrath and the Signifier. Let's not lose the Signifier. Okay, Darkstorm took care of it. Seems like the death animation is bugged, but honestly, with StarCraft 2's engine, I'm surprised anybody can import anything and make it work. I don't know how we're gonna get to the you know, up here. Oh, I guess we're gonna reactivate this bridge at some point. That's probably how. I can sense the air moving. There are Dark Templars somewhere near us. So this is where we would use Revelation. Don't say that. Oh, wait. I thought that was like a joke because Dark Templar. Whoa. There they are.
It is imperative that we seize this opportunity.
Okay, well, we lost everybody, basically. Again. But I think we're okay.
Victory to Ire. It is imperative.
Get some more money.
This opportunity.
There's more dudes over there. Oh, there's a bunch of guys over there. What else can we get? Dragoons, High Templar, Centurions. Centurions might be nice. Dragoons would definitely be nice, but I think we really need... I think we really need some fucking melee tank damage absorption. Let's go ahead and quick save again. I didn't actually want to do that, but... Okay. We did it. Holy shit. Okay. So, again, confusion being our main tool here, it seems, to try and deal with the enemies. I don't know. It's pretty rough. We can't use Maelstrom against Stalkers, obviously. So, confusion really is our best bet, I think. So let's keep it up. Quick save again. And there we go. Hit him quick. Go ahead and hit this guy. Maelstrom fucking lasts for a while, huh? 15 seconds. That's pretty fucking nice. Okay, so we're gonna destroy the Cybernetics core. We still have 7 antimatter blasts. I gotta remember to use those, and cloaking fields. Now it says 15 seconds. I think that effect is less if you attack with it, which it doesn't say on the tooltip. At least that's what I remember. Also, as you can see, Kisrath is definitely not losing energy when he attacks. Which is something that the tooltip said. Don't destroy this dark pylon. We can use it to restore our powers. When this is all over, we will dismantle this structure as well. Okay. Despite its name, Dark Pylon does not provide pylon field. Instead, the structure is used to recharge the energy of caster units. Fuck yeah! Okay. Unarmored Massive. Argus Link. Okay, I'm into it. Unfortunately, we did lose our Zealot in that, and I wasn't really paying attention. Confuse. Confuse again. Fuck him up. Okay. Awesome. So we can always come back to this Dark Pylon then, assuming it doesn't get absolutely destroyed by a bunch of stuff, which hopefully it doesn't. You can see a burnt out shack here from one of the brave Cranian individuals who tried to make a living over here. Tried to eke out his own existence. Oh yeah, wait, hold on, no! Oh my Todd. What a disaster. I forgot that there were even enemy units over there. Okay, so let's get a Centurion and a Dragoon. Reinforcements are en route. En route. It's EN, not ON. I mean, there's been a lot of typos and a lot of grammatical mistakes, so... Sort of, what are you going to do? Okay. Okay, we got this. What? How did the signifier die that quickly? Holy shit! I might have to restart just because of that.
I am honored. A doom be with you, Executor. It is imperative that we seek.
Kill him quick.
I am honored. It is imperative that we seek.
Fuck him up.
A doom be with you.
Okay.
This will be your
Well,
fiercest battle yet.
we're trying.
Taladon will be ours.
Yeah, the stun on Dark Coil is pretty good,
Victory
but
to Ire.
oops.
May a doom be with you. Taladon.
Fuck, I can't believe we lost that signifier. That sucks. It looked like he had plenty of health. Dragoons do some fuck damage. They only do 14.
I am
How did he lose that much health when he dealt 14 plus 1 or whatever with the fucking...
This will. It is
I don't know.
imperative that we seize it.
Makes me angry.
I am honored.
Alright, let's kill this guy. Okay, we can just use Blink to get this guy to restore his shields. Let's quick save.
Victory to Ire.
Oh, well, I don't know how you expect me to kill
It
this.
is imperative that we seize this
I guess with my
opportunity.
Z? No, I can probably just kill the pylon, I guess. I don't know if it's actually going to do anything. Obviously, there are a bunch of units over there as well. And we're still missing 3 data cores. I'm sure at least one of them will be in the top right. Okay, maybe we can get the Dragoon over here. Yeah, we can. Maybe the Stalker too?
This will be your
Amazing.
fiercest battle yet.
Who thought that that pylon placement was a good idea? Alright, Kisrath's basically at full energy, so I don't think we have to worry too much about
It is
that. I'm going to
imperative
scout
that
ahead
we
with
seize
him.
this opportunity. Taladon
There's a data core.
will be ours.
Number 7. So we missed... Did we miss 5? It looks like we missed 5. We'll have to go back and look. After the UED established a firm foothold on the Caprulu sector, they proceeded to hunt down the other broodmothers to ensure the safety of the sector from the Zerg menace. The last of the Zerg leaders, rumored to be eliminated by the UED fleet more than 10 years ago. Though many planets are still swarming with the feral Zerg, UED claims that the Zerg threat is neutralized. Several months ago, a number of colonies and stations alongside the rim of the Caprulu sector were attacked by the Zerg. Though the Directorate repelled most of these attacks, one of the fringe worlds was lost. One of the Protoss research ships also detected a large Zerg swarm moving towards the Tal'Darim space. The one was clear. Attacks were coordinated. So what we can take from that, since again grammar makes it a little hard to understand,
Fiercest battle yet.
is that the UED are sort of, again, propagandizing as opposed to being honest, and
It is
are trying to sell this false narrative that the
victory to Ire.
the Zerg are taken care of completely.
A doom
Oh, here's
be
another
with you,
data core.
Executor.
Number 8. The Keepers is the name of the Protoss faction led by Kisrath. Though the Keepers are similar to the other Protoss factions emerged in the chaos of the Sundering, they are different in one aspect. This group was devoted to unite other factions and prevent the new Aeon of Strife from happening. These days, Kisrath spends most of his time on Ire, contacting other groups, and has followers amongst the other factions.
I am honored.
Okay, so Kisrath is trying to keep things intact with his brethren. What is that? Oh, that is my worst nightmare. Okay, we are back, and hopefully we are going to be Reaver free this time.
This will be your fiercest.
We can only hope. Let's get rid of this. We don't really... I guess we should destroy all of these buildings, right? That was like...
It is imperative.
Dismantle all Protoss... Oh, all primary buildings. So we don't have to worry about these photon cannons or the pylons or anything. At least presumably.
Doom be with you,
Let's go ahead and grab the...
May a doom be with you.
Oh, we're pathing through rocks.
Victory to Ire.
Go ahead and grab that. Data core number 7. That was the UED one.
May a doom
And then we're going to go ahead and grab an... Well, okay, so here's the thing, right?
victory.
We could probably use Cloaking Field here.
Imperative that we seize this
So let's walk away from that.
will be ours. This will be
Okay.
your fiercest battle yet. It is imperative that we seize
Wow.
this opportunity.
What a group of units. What a group of assholes.
Taladon will be ours. I am honored. May a doom be with you.
Okay.
Victory.
That might...
to Ire.
I don't know if that'll do anything. We'll find out.
Taladon will be ours.
Meanwhile, we can go ahead and grab
will be
this.
your fiercest battle yet.
Yeah, again, I don't really know if that's going to do anything. We'll probably have to use another cloaking field to scout out. Or maybe we can use the Stalker to check. Oh, well, the Immortal is still alive. Both Immortals are still alive. I don't know if the Reaver is still alive. It looks like a lot of damage was done. Okay. What's our energy on our Dark Pylon? It's full. So let's sit here and wait for another confuse, and then I'll run back and grab the energy from the Dark Pylon. And I think we might be able to use. Well, I don't know. We don't get vision of that stuff. Okay, run away. Well, maybe we can pull these guys out. I don't know. We don't have any abilities to... Oh, especially not now. Holy shit. Run. Run far away. Wow. That fucking asshole Reaver followed us all the way here. Okay, let's go ahead and shield. Shield ourselves from the coming storm. I guess we can quick save since we've made some valuable progress. And let's go ahead and scout out again. Wow, what a piece of shit that guy is. Nope. Fucking Reaver. How is the Reaver still alive? How? Okay. Shield? Fuck this Reaver! Holy shit. We did it. We killed him. I feel like... I straight up feel that, like, Jabarino's level animosity to that Reaver. Fuck that thing. Also, I don't know what's up with the music. Seems like it's not interested in playing. I have it enabled, so I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Let's go ahead and shield again. Energy regenerates fairly quickly on this thing, it seems. So, let's go ahead and continue to move through. Yeah, clearly these... See, one of the issues with the map like this, too, and I'm not saying that this would be easy to balance in any way, but it doesn't feel very alive when you don't have to worry about, you know, threats from multiple angles or anything like that. I have no idea how we're possibly going to... Oh, maybe we can. Oh. Run away. No. Run. No. Don't shoot my zealot. He's almost dead. Don't do it. You fucking piece of shit. Oh, maybe we can freeze him. No, 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 wait! Don't kill yourself. Okay, well... That was pretty worthwhile, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, this feels pretty dead, you know what I mean? We're just chipping away at these stationary targets. Do they have, like, bonus shield regeneration or something? It feels really... Well, they probably don't, but it does feel pretty bad to try and attack them here.
This will be your fiercest. It is imperative that we seize this opportunity.
Well, they have that hardened shield ability. Prevents them from taking damage for a short time. Okay, well, they only have this guy, so we've confused him, which makes him very upset. Oh, and then he's just going to one-hit all of our units. It's like straight out of that Carbot video. Okay, well, we have no money for reinforcements. I honestly don't know where to go from here. Presumably, like, the gate control is going to be over here, and I have to just ability cheese my way through the Colossus that's on the other area. If we could get, like, charges of the antimatter blast somehow, to do something on the surface to maybe distract some of their ships, or destroy some of their ships, like take control of some orbital defense stuff, that way we would be able to use more antimatter blasts, because more of our vessels would be available to us. I don't know. But It feels pretty unfortunate to not to have this on such a low number of charges. Okay. Well, let's move make our way back over here. I guess I'll top off on energy on my way through. And I'm going to go ahead and quick save. We're going to make our way over here. And then, again, we're mostly probably going to ability cheese our way through the Colossus that's over here. Okay.
It is imperative that we seize
try and get rid of this. Of course, just lose everything instead.
I am honored. It is imperative.
I think we have to... It's so retarded that they prioritize other units. Hey. I have enough for another confuse, so we might as well do that. Okay. Of course. Why wouldn't that happen? Well, at least we have some access to something where we don't need to worry about having a lot of allied units, but I don't know, man. I hope we can find another area with a signifier or something. Oops, wrong ability. Okay. Alright, hopefully that Colossus is almost dead. If not, I do have access to Psionic Storm. I also have access to Power Overwhelming, which I've just basically never used. I don't think I actually have not ever used it, probably. What the fuck? Don't units that are... all the other units that I confused just ran away from me. Why are... maybe Colossi are different because they're massive? But they're still used... you know, they still get hit by Crushing Grip. So, I don't know. I guess I'll use Crushing Grip instead to... to sort of destabilize him. So we'll do W, T...
Victory to Ire. May Adun be with you. It is imperative that we seize this opportunity. Caladan will be ours.
I don't know if he's still chasing me or not.
Victory to Ire.
No? Looks like he ran away. I have no energy, so I need to go back here anyways. They move faster when you use the cloaking field, but again, I don't want to use anything that I may regret using later on. Like, or may regret not having later on, I guess. Alright. We only have one more data core we need to get. Presumably this guy is almost dead. Maybe he's outright dead. Maybe we killed him with that antimatter blast. Some minerals? I'll take them. Don't have access to anything, but whatever.
It is imperative that we
Alright.
seize this opportunity. May Adun be with you.
Was that it? That was my reward for sacrificing all of my units? There's no other way to go. At least as far as I can tell. Okay, so I figured out, based on watching Deltron Live's playthrough of the map, that you actually are supposed to, as I sort of figured out, or postulated, you are supposed to use Stalkers to get over here. We don't have enough money for Stalkers, and I don't feel like restarting and doing everything all over again, even though maybe it would lead to a better ending in terms of that. But what I will do is cheat in just enough, well, use just enough money from a cheat to get one Stalker to blink over there, and then I'll try and keep track of how much money I have, because unfortunately the Spectral Tiger, is that Spectral correct? Yeah, it looks like it. That's, that it always gives you 5,000. It doesn't give you anything more than that. So we won't go overboard and, you know, requisition of a million units, but from this point onward, I'll sort of wait until I have 200 more minerals, and that'll be like the roleplay requirement for the um, for the stalker, and then after that we'll get more units in as we need, as we can. Okay, so here we go. We've figured it out. We've done it. Let's get the stalker back over here, and we'll leave him again away from from Kisrath, because we technically don't have him yet. All right, let's just go ahead and pick these guys off over, from a range. It's sort of weird that we can't see the units over here. Again, pull them over here. Confuse. Alright, we should be able to get them all with the shocking grip thing. There we go. Now we're talking. And let's see if we can 1v1 this Dragoon here, since we should have an advantage over it based on our unit class. Kisrath doesn't regenerate health, so maybe that might have been a little untoward of me to try and attack without waiting for the shields. But we need 100 more minerals, and then we'll use the stalker, because we're role-playing now. I like the idea that you're able to get over here and do it in any order, and not something that's like just... It's not linear. It's not as linear when you do it that way. But I definitely think that it could be done a little bit better, where you have to account for the idea that players will be bad like me and play on brutal anyways, and not have a stalker available, and obviously Kisrath can't blink. So if there was a way to account for that, where there's another way that you can do it, I think that would be quite beneficial for us. I also don't know if there are more resources available to you on the lower difficulties, but at least right now it doesn't feel like we have a whole lot. Okay, so we got some crows pecking away at some corpses. That's a pretty grisly sight. We got an immortal and a stalker over there. And then... I mean, I don't know what we're going to be up against here. There's another set of units. We can confuse them. Kisrath, some of our frigates have noticed your advancement. We can't hold them out. Uh-oh. That's not what I like to hear. Understood. Warriors be on guard. Well, this is again not really what we want to hear. I think we can kite this guy though. Let's just... we used the wrong fucking hotkey. I was trying to shield myself and I hit W instead of E. I'm used to that. You'd think it would be Q, W, E, because it's the second button. Alright, well, I don't know what that means when they say that their frigates are on notice. Does that mean we're going to get, bombed with some telegraphed attacks, similar to those Heart of the Swarm boss battles? Does that mean we're going to get attacked by, a group of enemy units that get dropped as a result of these frigates coming down, like war prisms come down and attack us? I don't know what that means. But we'll find out soon enough. Move the stalker out of the way here. And yeah, I'm just on the lookout for an extra 100 minerals so that I can actually use the stalker without getting called a filthy, dirty cheat. And then again, we'll just roleplay whatever remaining minerals we find into resources, unless we absolutely need it, in which case I'll probably use it anyways. So let's go ahead and cast Sonic Storm on him. That's good. Restore your shields. Okay, we were able to kill him. We have enough for a confuse, but we won't be able to do much after that. So let's go ahead and just confuse these units. Okay, awesome. So... Oh, no! That's something I need. Hey, you asshole. Okay, hopefully we can keep ourselves alive here. I'm so glad that there's one of these over here. Let's go ahead and shock and grasp him or whatever. Psystorm. Shield yourself again. Shocking grip. Crushing grip, whatever it's called. Okay. Awesome. Wow. That was fucking close. There was no indicator that that was going to happen. Okay, now we have 200 extra minerals, as well as a stalker. Okay, so we could get a zealot as well if we wanted to, but I think I'm going to save for a centurion. if that's at all possible.
Doom be with you, Executor.
I'll leave the Stalker to pick off that guy.
Doom be
Obviously, we still have a ways to go here, so let's quick save since we're in decent shape. Again, I wish it was possible to just cheat in 200 extra minerals, so I wasn't looking at a crazy amount of money. But again, we have 300 right now that we've acquired without cheating. Frigate, take cover. Okay, well, that's what that meant. We were able to avoid too much damage because I was just spinning around like an idiot. Okay, so I don't know if they're gonna hit that area multiple times or what. But we can go ahead and quick save again. Doing that quite a bit. And let's see what we can do here. Presumably these fires don't actually deal damage to us. Remember that we still need one of these data cores. Okay. Oh, this is just a standard zealot here. We go ahead and crush and grip him. There's our data core and 300 more minerals. All right, Adjudication is the name of the first Kisrath's first command ship, built more than a century ago on Ire. Kisrath expected to get an arbiter, but the Conclave commissioned a special scout ship made specially for his purposes. It was considerably larger than any other scout, resembling more of a small carrier. It was armed with powerful shields and carried the large antimatter missiles. Just carried large antimatter missiles. Surviving the invasion of Ire, war against the Zerg on Shakuras, and the confrontation with Amon's forces, Adjudication was destroyed when Kisrath revisited Aranas 5 years after the Amon's defeat. Fortunately for the Praetor, he received a new command ship, with much more powerful than his old scout. Though the new ship was originally named Adun's Pride, it was shortly renamed to Adjudication by demand of the Praetor. So he's sort of reliving that, I suppose. Okay, so now we have 600 minerals, because we picked up 300 more over there. Which means we could get another Stalker, or a Dragoon, or a Centurion, and have 200 left over. So, let's see what we still have to... Wow, there's quite a few units there, including... I don't know what that is. That looks like a Disruptor? Oh, shit. I don't know what that is, but it turned into me. And it cannot be confused, apparently. Let's blink this Stalker out so it doesn't get attacked anymore by that clone of me. This Stalker does not have the bonus shield battery thing for when it blinks. I forget what that's called. It's just a minor note that hopefully iquare can fix at some point, so that the Stalkers that you get aren't weaker than the one Stalker that you found over here. Or maybe it was 2 Stalkers you found. I don't remember. I think it was a Stalker and a Dragoon. Okay. So let's shock and grip this. Oh, it's a replicant. Hit it. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have one more Confuse available to us. Let's just use it on these Zealots and see what happens. Oh, well, there's quite a few units over there. I guess this confirms that we should probably grab a Dragoon for anti-air. So let's requisition that. Reinforcements are en route. Thanks. And Londor is really helping us out, man. Let's go ahead and restore our shields. And confusing the carrier and scouts should allow us to destroy confusing the scouts. If they target the carrier, that should make short work of that, along with like a Psy Storm and our Stalker and Dragoon combo here. We also still have Antimatter Blast, but I want to save it for this final area, wherever that is. I still don't know where the fuck that is, actually. I don't know where or how we get over there. Maybe we'll find out after this. Oh, there's some forces over here. It looks like there's a switch as well. Let's go ahead and use Confuse on these guys. Oh, and we got sentries. That's pretty cool. So those will regenerate our shields. I don't know how we lost energy. Did I spend energy on the way here or something? Or maybe I didn't. Oh, I don't think maybe we had enough energy in our Dark Pylon to regenerate Kisrath's energy all the way, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we do have access to Guardian Shield from these sentries, which is really nice. That'll be really good against these carriers over here. I thought that maybe this this area was going to be like a switch to unlock something over here, but it doesn't look like it. Interesting how the sentries were... We must have like stolen them or something because they were still docked. That's kind of neat. Okay, so let's go ahead, move forward here, and try and draw out some of those forces. Let's go ahead and confuse the scouts. They're going to attack each other, which is not ideal. I wanted them to attack the carrier. Confuse the carrier too. Oh no, I don't even know what's happening. Apparently we're losing our forces though. Oh, the scout projectiles do bonus damage against light units. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Probably nothing crazy. Oh, Kisrath can only attack ground units. He can't attack air units. That, to me, I think is... That's probably not great. I think that should definitely be changed. Kisrath is so limited with what he can do, and he's so dependent on either these dark pylons or his allied units for casting spells. It doesn't seem reasonable at all that he's not able to even attack air units. Like that seems like something that is a little much. Okay, let's use our cloaking field here. And we're going to confuse these units again and hit the carrier mostly. Psystorm them. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to lose our Dragoon there. I don't want to use my antimatter blasts any more than I have to, so I'm just going to come back here with energy and use I don't know, I guess I'll just Psystorm the carrier and that will hopefully kill it. And then we still have to deal with that photon cannon. So maybe that's where I use my antimatter blasts and just hope that I am able to do what's required. Well, maybe we can do it. Oh, not if there's a zealot there. Unfortunately, that means it's going to restore its shields. Well, we should be able to break through it anyways. Oh man, this is pretty bad. I still have a quick save from before. I think well before this point, but I can go back and do that if I need to. And I may just have to. This has been a really challenging mission. I don't think the brutal difficulty was tested by anyone other than iquare himself, which of course makes it impossible to really balance. You as the developer of a mission will never be able to fully develop the like a mission. You'll never be able to fully assess how difficult a mission really is. Wow, holy shit, we really suffered through that one. Well, here's 100 minerals. That's not great, since we only have 100 minerals now. Remember, we spent all of our non-ill-gotten gains on... Can we step on this for interact? No, doesn't look like it. We spent all of our ill-gotten gains, or not ill-gotten gains, on that Dragoon. So I don't know what or how we get to this other area. Maybe this is something that we get teleported over there or something? I don't know. Oh, man. I'm tempted to run back and get full energy so that I can come back here with power overwhelming. Not having any more antimatter blasts and still having to destroy another set of structures is pretty nerve-wracking. I may have to just requisition 1 or 2 units with my cheated money, depending on how far we get. Although, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think I should be able to destroy this and then path back over here. So presumably, since it doesn't seem like there's any way that I've seen anyways to make our way over here at all, I guess we'll be teleported over there at some point, or maybe a warp prism will pick us up? I'm not sure. But yeah, to speak more on what I was talking about with the brutal difficulty, iquare, I think that if you are the only person who's tested your map, you should be pretty generous with the higher difficulties, at least. Like, one of the reasons why it was easy or easier or more engaging to play, for example, the Cleanup Crew by Masked Imposter, even on Brutal, it's not that the mission was easy. At some point it got easier, but like the boss battle was really, really difficult. The microsection was an introduction to the area. We had time to fail in the macro section and mess up and then learn from that, which I don't think we had. We never really had a situation like that in this map. You know, every failure that you had was painfully understood and really disastrous at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and crush and grip this guy. There we go. So again, we're going to be backtracking. Well, I didn't really want to do that, but have them hit each other. That's not going to kill them, but oh man. Okay. Shields. We don't need to fully restore our shields. Kisrath should be able to deal with this mostly by himself.
It is imperative that we seize this opportunity. Doom be with you, executive.
Okay, let's hit the healthier unit.
It is imperative that we seize this opportunity. I am honored. Talathon will be ours. Doom be with you.
Hit him. Oh, he was dark coiled, that's why he was a little slower. Okay, so we've cleared those units. We got, what, 200 minerals? Because we got a second over there. So now we have 200. There's another frigate bombing us. Okay. So it doesn't look like they pose much of a real threat by themselves. It's more like, you know, they... Okay, I don't know. We did a lot of good damage over there. Yeah, those frigates seem to just be set pieces. And obviously they are threats, but they are telegraphed enough that you can get past them pretty easily. So we've cleared out most of the, like, these units are all going to be low health. We can see, Crushing Grip is 30 damage versus 80 of Psionic Storm. I'd rather confuse them and then Psystorm them. I didn't have mana or energy for Psionic Storm, so that's why I did that earlier, but I think if we confuse them one more time and Psystorm them, we should be able to pick off all of those units, and then hopefully there's nothing too crazy behind them. I presume that there will be. Okay. We don't have energy for confuse again. Let's go ahead and cloak him. Okay, awesome. It's a nexus. You think the frigates bombed the village of the natives? Frigates would have leveled the village to the ground, but the buildings are mostly intact. Only Scarab electromagnetic discharge could produce such kind of damage. Looks like maybe they were harvesting here, and we, It looks like maybe they were harvesting, and they ran out of stuff. They ran out of minerals to harvest. Because we took so long to do anything in this mission. But either way, it looks like we've come through here. And we had one cloaking field to spare as well. So it looks like he does have a slow life regeneration. I probably should have noticed that before.
This will be with you exactly.
So we can use Power Overwhelming here when we have it to boost our damage, if we even regenerate energy that much. I didn't cheat when I summoned those 2 zealots, right? Because I had 200 and then I picked up 400, so that should have been 600. Alright, we made it through without actually really cheating. We were fairly honest with how we did this, so that makes me somewhat happy. Looks like we've done our duty here in preserving the Deul.
This will be your fiercest battle yet.
Okay, awesome. Ah. That's kind of cool. Dark Templar helping us out. Oh, one of the frigates went down there. They're getting like shot out of the sky, it looks like. Then our allied units are warping in to clear out all of those units there. Scouts chasing down one of the frigates again. Some cool set pieces of action here. I don't know where all these units came from. I certainly didn't have all these guys. Yeah, they tried to blink over and we antimatter charged them, apparently. I swear it! I saw a giant four-legged spider made from gold! You drink too much. What you said, giants... Well. There you go. Elondo, they are deploying the Colossi. We can't hold like this on our own. Can you spare us a single Reaver? Where is your Protoss patience? We don't need the Reavers. Rakesh, engage the primary weapon. Rakash to carriers Karathar, Grelthor, and Kaz's Wrath. Prepare to fire synchronized incineration beam. Oh no. Well, it absolutely destroyed everything. That's pretty good. Going somewhere, Praetor. I'm not a Praetor anymore, thanks to traitors like you. You don't even know who I am. I know exactly who you are, Yegsar. You were a traitor to Ire. Am I? I fought for Ire for centuries. I endured the countless trials and lost countless brethren on the field of battle. I fought to assist the Executor on Shar platforms and protected the Zelnaga Temple on Shakuras. And you call me a traitor. Well, none of that really matters now, you know? Fight Yegsar or talk to Yegsar? Well, I don't feel like playing any more of this map, honestly. It's a large map. It's really long. So if we're going to end it in a boss battle, that seems like there's too much in one section. Okay, so we've got some dialogue options here, which is pretty neat. If you really are a Templar warrior like you claim to be, why are you doing this? Your band of traitors is defeated. Surrender your forces and let the slaughter end. Your actions prove that you are not Templar. Not only you denied the Deul, you attacked and killed your own Protoss brethren. Now you are everything that we not. Well, let's go with the more diplomatic approach. You see, Praetor, the world has changed during the last few decades. The Protoss have changed. We are no longer bound by the Kala. We shall unshackle ourselves from our dark past and ascend into a new future. Okay. The Deul is a sacred law for any Protoss. Breaking it is offense against not just our customs, it is against the very nature of our race. And you have changed beyond recognition. You are no longer Protoss. You are an abomination. You are beyond redemption. Prepare yourself for the Void's embrace. Definitely not that one. The same they said about the Kala. Our rejection of the Kala was a forced one. You and Urun denied the Deul by your own will. Urun. Yeah, of course. You think I acted under his orders. In fact, Urun knows nothing of our salvaging operation on Kran. But when he will, it will be too late. So there's like a... The Yixar's like leading a band of insurgents within the the band of Protoss that Urun controls. Oh, the escapists. Yeah, that's right. It is late only for you, Yegsar. Before I came here, I was reported that your main salvaging force was defeated. For everyone, you acted under orders of Urun. So unfortunately, the shadow of disgrace will pass to your people, and I shall not rest until the rest of the escapists are brought to justice. Well, let's do this one. No, it cannot be. But you may well be right, because I can't contact any of our frigates. What have you done? You ruined the future of our race, and now I have nothing to lose. Well, it looks like our diplomacy had failed. Presumably. Unless we get one more dialogue option here. Maybe we do. No, we don't. Okay, well. Well, we can now blink. It is a good day to die. Oh, he summoned a dark storm. Or a few of them. And he's got some allies with him, too. Let's confuse him. How are we possibly going to... Oh, we can get energy plus 100. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Well, I didn't quick save, so this is pretty bad. Let's go ahead and confuse and then blink again. Oh, well, we died immediately. Fuck! Okay, well, I tried to beat the boss battle. I was unsuccessful in doing so after about 40 minutes of attempts, and then the game crashed as I was trying to reload. And that was just the last straw for what I could take. I don't know what's going on with 4.0 lately. It has absolutely destroyed this map for some reason. I had no problems playing some of the other maps, so unfortunately this is where we stand. But this was a really long fucking video. It was a really long map. I apologize for not being able to complete the boss battle, and hopefully I've delivered enough feedback here throughout my rants and tirades that iquare found useful, and we can hope to see him improve this map in the future. If you have any feedback for him, feel free to leave it in the comments section, or go to the Jabarino Discord, which is linked in the description of the video, and give him a piece of your mind. All right, that's it for me. I am going to go lie down and cry.